And ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to, I think it's the 62nd ever, 63rd ever. Someone's got to be counting these things. Episode of the Best Phone Podcast. We're talking about Google Fi's new cell phone plans, the possibility of AT&T raising pricing, and doing, of course, a Q&A with you all, the audience. Super excited about it. Before we dive in, Dennis, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I don't know if you caught it, but my internet had cut out there for the first 15 seconds of the show.
Wow, no, I missed it. So that's fantastic. It seems like it caught back up, and that's what we were looking for. I want to welcome Sneed Mobile Tech into the chat, the live stream. Great to have you here. Love all of the content that Sneed is doing. Honestly, if you want to stay up to date in the telecom world, Sneed's almost a better resource than I am. Like, he is on the news. It is awesome. Got to welcome Armand, Steven, welcome. It's going to be a great show. Lots of interesting news. I feel like we've had new cell phone plans announced at least every month this year. So, yeah. Dennis, did you catch the Google Fi announcement? I feel like that kind of took the splash last week. Hit on a Friday. New plans from Google Fi. Did this cross the Dennis radar? I know you're kind of more into the internet ISP world, but the cell phone radar.
It did not cross the cell phone radar because I'll be honest, after the Sprint merger, one of the key selling points for Fi for me kind of went away. So,
yeah, right, because Google Fi used to be that harmonious T-Mobile and Sprint network. Very unique, and then of course T-Mobile merged with Sprint and that went away. But we did have some new plans, so I'm going to pull this up and we can kind of discuss what's new, what's different, and if these are good. Also, hey, welcome to Austin in the chat. Always love having you here, Austin.
Also, Sneed, I appreciate you as well, man, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Sweet. All right, add to stream. 5 plans. Unlimited plans now start at $20 a month. What a solid headline from Google. Of course, there's a bunch of caveats here. I kind of hate to toot my own horn, but I'm going to go to the best phone plans. I just cranked out an article today, and it's got, I think, some pivotal resources when it comes to Google Fi. All right, Google Fi, is it worth it? And this also covers the changes, which is exactly why I wanted to bring it up. All right, Dennis. Few key things here. We got first of all, there's a flexible 3 plans. We'll do a recap. We got the flexible, the simply unlimited, unlimited plus. Flexible is that plan where it's $20 for unlimited talk and text, then $10 per gig. Simply unlimited was that entry level unlimited plan. Unlimited plus was the one with the free international roaming. And we can just take a look here on the site. So these are the 3 plans: flexible, simply unlimited, unlimited plus. So the next question, what's new, what's different? Are these changes any good? Simply unlimited. 4 key changes here. Price drop, always good to hear, went from $60 a month to $50 a month. Data increased, went from 22 gigs of high-speed data to 35 gigs. I believe it's priority, but I do want to double check that. I've learned the flexible plan, that pay per gig option, is true premium data. However, I'm unsure about the unlimited plan, so hold off on that. Big improvement, you now get 5 gigs of high-speed hotspot data, and Google Fi added in free calling while in Canada and Mexico. So that is what's new. Oh man, Santiago Hernandez, thank you so much. Hope we're both doing well. We are. Dennis, I asked you already, but I'll ask you again. How you doing today, my friend?
Doing good as always. It's especially good when I get to see some of the friendly faces in the community stopping by, like Sneed, Austin, and of course Santiago with his incredible generosity. Thank you, my man, for the super chat. Really do appreciate it, my man.
100%. Now, Dennis, I hit you with a lot of facts on the Simply Unlimited plan. What's the Dennis reaction here as you digest this information on the changes to Google Fi Simply Unlimited? $50, 35 gigs high-speed data, 5 gigs of hotspot.
So I was looking on the website while you were talking. I need one detail to be verified for me.
Yeah.
On the old version, was there a video cap?
Okay. I am actually unable to confirm that. I think it was 480p, but the plans I signed up for were that by the gig plan, that flexible plan, that is uncapped. But of course, you pay per gig, so then it's just real expensive.
Well, I'll go in with the assumption that there was a video cap, and if that is the case, then the new Simply Unlimited plan is better. I think it's awesome that there's 5 gigs of hotspot. I think it's cool that they raised the priority data. But to be honest, at $50, I feel like there's better options out there if you're really itching to be on the T-Mobile network at that $50 price point.
Yeah. So in the article, I kind of talk about the Flex plan, Google Fi Flexible. This is almost a mini discussion. Not worth it. You can get the exact same plan from Ting, and it's $5 a gig as opposed to $10 a gig. Like, it's literally half the price. Or you could just get, instead of spending $20 just getting talk and text, $15 from our friends over at Mint Mobile. You're getting unlimited talk and text and 4 gigs of high-speed data. Dennis, to your point, though, is it worth it? Here's how the Simply Unlimited plan stacks up. And I'm going to go ahead and say it's not worth it for single-line users. You're getting almost the exact same plan from Mint Mobile, $30 a month, 35 gigs of high-speed data. Again, I do want to confirm the priority level here, so I don't want to say one way or the other right now. So assuming these are the same, then Mint's way better at 5 gigs of hotspot. If Google Fi does have premium data, that could be something to take into consideration. But again, for the same... Dennis, go ahead.
I was just going to say, but if it has priority data, then you could just go with normal T-Mobile prepaid.
Yep, exactly. T-Mobile prepaid. I will give a shout to Walmart Family Mobile. This is always sneaking in under the radar for me. This plan, Dennis, 30 gigs of hotspot and truly unlimited data for $50 a month. Like, for the same price, such a better deal.
If you look real quick, Sneak commented, Fi is on the full deprioritization life, he said.
Interesting. So it's neat. I've confirmed, at least for my network signal guru test, that the by the gig plan, that Google Fi flexible plan is premium data. And that's probably why it's astronomically expensive at $10 a gig. But it sounds like the unlimited plans are deprioritized, which would make sense to me, given the pricing and everything that's included. So we'll go from there. All right, that was the Simply Unlimited. Is it worth it? I would say no. Okay, Unlimited Plus, Dennis. Again, 4 key changes. Price drop, $5 cheaper, coming in at $65 per month, getting 50 gigs of data. Hotspot is included, so that would be up to 50 gigabytes of high-speed hotspot data. And you're now getting free calling while in Canada and Mexico. Of course, the big perk here is you're getting free data roaming in over 200 destinations.
So, this is also meh for me. At $65, we're getting really very close to what Magenta costs from T-Mobile directly. And
yeah, here's one thing that's a little bit of food for thought. Google Fi. Monthly taxes and fees, they estimate it at about 10 to 20%. So if you're on the $65 plan, it'll be about $6.50 to, let's say, $13. And Dennis, right as you mentioned, that's going to kick it up to T-Mobile Magenta territory. Here's how it compares with some of the popular options. What's your kind of take here? Like, which plan are you going for?
I find it interesting that you have Magenta and Plus at 720p. Is that a typo?
No, I put it at 720p because they increased the speed cap from 1.5 megs to 2.5 megs. And when I went on YouTube, I could do 720p streaming, no problem. So I bumped it up to 720p.
Okay. Honestly, I would just go straight T-Mobile Magenta postpaid at that point. Like, I know it doesn't really matter. The extra priority data probably doesn't matter. I know that 5 gig hotspot's less, but when you're on postpaid T-Mobile, it just, you got the international roaming, which you don't get on the prepaid option. You do get all the features. You get the device financing, and I would just go T-Mobile Magenta at that point. Like for the $5 difference, for me personally, I would just go.
I would, yeah. I mean, I would say honestly, Dennis, with taxes and fees extra for Google Fi and included in T-Mobile, T-Mobile would probably end up being cheaper in a majority of situations.
Especially if you live in like New Jersey.
Exactly. So I would say Magenta if you want that international roaming. If you don't need international roaming, I would 100% go T-Mobile prepaid here, and then I would do an international plan from our friends over at Aerolo or US Mobile. Here's a quick comparison for the United Kingdom. It'd be $10 for 3 gigs from Aerolo, $5 for a gig from US Mobile. I think this is a way better overall package for most people.
And I'll just say, I mean, I know it's been a hot minute, but Stetson and I actually got the opportunity to test out Airlu. We're allowed to talk about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So our the people up at Airlu, they gave us the opportunity, both of us, to test out an eSIM line to test out how roaming was here in the U.S. And when I was doing my side-by-side testing using the Airlu data, I was getting pretty much the same speeds that I was getting on like my normal T-Mobile line.
Yeah.
So Airlu's a really good option. It seems like you're getting this equivalent speeds in whatever country. Well, granted, it was tested in the U.S., but I would imagine it extends to other countries as well. So I'll just go with that.
I would as well for international. Dennis, there's one really good thing for Google Fi, though, and it's the family discount. Up front, I'll just say Unlimited Plus, like the discount's better, but it's still expensive. Like I would go postpaid T-Mobile at that point. But Simply Unlimited, Dennis, you hit 3. First of all, the pricing is wild. The full cost of this, it goes from, let's see, yeah, it's $50 to $80 to $75. So it's cheaper to get 3 lines than it is to get 2 lines, then back up to $80. The price breakdown, $20 per line. And that's what we're looking at here. $20, 4 lines. Outstanding value, in my opinion.
Hold on real quick. We got 2 incredible people in the chat right now. First off, Carlos, thank you so much, man, for the super sticker. He sent us a flying pair. Also, he had a comment real quick that I feel like should be addressed since that is there. He was telling you that those apps that you're using to check QCI apparently aren't accurate. He said you got a Snapdragon phone from the job at Dish, and it shows different QCI levels for all the companies compared to Rooted Pixel. So
very interesting, Carlos. I wish I was on Dish to test it out and see side by side. I'm just doing the best I can with the tools I have.
But the second thing is we got a $5 donation from Mark. Thank you, Mark. I always see you in the show and appreciate your generosity and support.
Yeah, what's the super sticker?
There is no sticker attached, just a straight up $5 dono.
Mark, you are so kind. Thank you so much. And Carlos, yeah, thank you so much for the sticker, my friend. But yeah, Dennis, $20. I think this is a good deal for Simply Unlimited because you're getting, it's basically the same plan as Mint Mobile, but now it's $20 instead of $30.
It literally doesn't make sense to me. The pricing legitimately doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and I'm not making this up either. Look, Simply Unlimited, $20 each, $80 for 4. You can see the price. Check this out. $3 or 3 people, $75. 2 people, $80. The price you should add a 3rd line just to save $5 a month. It's so weird.
Dude, it kind of reminds me of like when T-Mobile gets really aggressive about giving out the free line deals.
Yeah.
It makes no. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
I mean,
honestly, at that point, they should just start charging $25 flat line costs at that point. But
yeah,
like do like what Visible's doing with Party Pay or something.
Yep. And the full details are on the website. So yeah, I mean, look, my takeaway: it's great to see Google Fi improve their plans. The flexible plan, this needs to be updated. It's a terrible deal.
Yeah.
Unlimited Plus, I think you could argue for it if you're a really big international traveler.
Oh my God.
Otherwise, whoa,
Dude,
we got to stop everything.
Nukes are being dropped. We got to stop when bombs like this are being dropped. Santiago coming in heavy with the $50 super sticker of some mascot dude just wrecking some buildings in the chat.
I got to figure out a way to put this here. Look, ready? It's so funny. Can you see this? Look at this. Oh my God.
Wait, you gotta add
Boom.
your screen.
Santiago, thank you so much. And And Jesus, we have not talked about AT&T raising prices. That's going to be our next topic. We're rounding out the Google Fi plan update. And yeah, thank you again, Santiago. Super, super helpful.
Thank you, my man.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, as far as Google Fi goes, you were saying you think the unlimited plus could be worth it in certain situations.
I would argue if you're a big international traveler, I think it could be worth it. Otherwise,
okay, so here's my argument against that, okay?
Yeah.
If you're a super big international traveler, right? Like you do that really frequently, then you're going to probably fall in one of three camps, I would say. Option A, you're doing it for work, in which case your company's probably paying for the phone and you're just going to use your international roaming on your company's phone. Option B is that because you're a frequent traveler, you're probably going to make sure you're having an unlocked phone so you can either get a domestic SIM in the respective country that you're traveling to, or you're going to be privy or more knowledgeable about the fact, like our good friends US Mobile and Airlu, which makes more sense if you don't like doing the whole domestic SIM thing. Or option C, if you're a frequent traveler, you're probably going to be someone that more heavily benefits from something like AT&T's equivalent, where you're getting like true unlimited high-speed data, unlimited talk and text on that day. And that, even though it's more expensive from a pricing standpoint, the fact that it's actually true unlimited high-speed roaming, I think provides enough of a merit and of benefit, as well as the fact that you're getting better unlimited when you're being domestic. I mean, if you're traveling domestically all the time too, having the better coverage from the AT&T network, I would argue, and the, better plan in general just makes more sense at that point if you're that kind of premium wireless consumer.
Yeah, Dennis, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not going to say I think Unlimited Plus, you could argue for it. You made 3 good points to consider other options instead, and I respect that, and I kind of agree with you. I will say, Simply Unlimited, it's the one plan. If you're a family of 4 or more, Simply Unlimited is a great option for something that's a value pick on the T-Mobile network. And something curious, video streaming is capped at 480p, but they include a built-in VPN. So I almost wonder if you could get around that. TBD, we'll be testing that next month.
Can I give a hot take real quick?
Yeah.
Any company that starts including a VPN, I immediately don't want to use their VPN. Because...
Why is that?
All right, so the whole point of a VPN, right, Stetson, is like the whole privacy aspect, making sure the ISP or the wireless provider in this case can't see what you're doing, and there's other merits to using a VPN. Kind of odd to use a VPN that's owned and operated by Google. I mean, I'm not saying I don't trust Google for their services, but they're not the first company I think of when I want to use a VPN. I'd rather go through a third party where that's the only product they sell, like a NordVPN, like a Movlad or something like that, because basically, when you have a VPN company, you're selling the premise of trust. Trust is your product. That's what you're selling me when you're buying into a VPN. Because if I can't trust you to handle my data in the absolute utmost way, then your product is no longer good, and I wouldn't buy it. That's the whole point. It's the same thing with password managers, right?
Yeah.
So,
I hear you, Dennis. But either way, those are the updates to Google Fi. It's an improvement for Google Fi. I think it's... you might find better options elsewhere for a lot of times. And we do have one question that I think is worth addressing. We got a question from John Paul here asking, what's a good T-Mobile plan going to be visiting the United States? T-Mobile, honestly, a great network for international carriers to use because it's typically compatible with most phones. Dennis, do you have a pick of what T-Mobile plan might be good for visiting the U.S.?
Depends on how long he's staying, but my first 2 options that come to my mind is just straight up T-Mobile prepaid. Straight up.
Yeah, I think this would be my pick. Just do John Paul. I would recommend one of the T-Mobile Connect plans.
Yeah, just straight up T-Mobile prepaid. If you need unlimited data, it's the way to go. And then if you need, one of the buy the gig options, their pricing is pretty attractive as it stands already.
Yeah.
But there was a second option that came up in my mind, and that was to go with Metro PCS.
Metro is also pretty good. I will say, I don't think there's an activation fee for T-Mobile prepaid. I signed up with a Connect plan. It was $10 for the SIM card on top of the cost of the plan, plus 30 cents in taxes. So pretty affordable, and I love how you can just sign up in store. So John Paul, that can be a huge convenience for you. You'll land, you go to a T-Mobile store, you can get signed up and activated pretty quickly. Dennis mentioned Metro. They're also really good. I think it's like a $20 activation fee. So if you're only going to use the service for a month, technically these are a better value in some regard, but I think that activation fee can add to it. So I'd probably just go, T-Mobile prepaid. I'll give a shout to US Mobile, but I think really T-Mobile prepaid is probably going to be your better option. So
we got two people in chat, by the way, DUS Man and Andrew Larson, who are saying US Mobile as well.
Okay. Wow. So yeah, I mean, I guess the perk here, right? You can use code Stetson. I'm pretty sure that's still working, and you'll get $20 of account credit, which is going to be a huge plus for you. And you'll get a free SIM starter kit. So you just got to ship that to, wherever you're going to be staying. Pick up a plan that's going to meet your needs on the T-Mobile network. These are going to be great options. I think $15 for it'll come out. They're like $5 to like $20 for 5 gigs, 25 for 12. But yeah, this is pretty good and flexible as well. But Dennis, we got to thank our friend Giovanni. Thank you so much for the super sticker. What is the sticker?
He has a little green guy going incredible with whoa face. I did a terrible impression, but hopefully someone gets a laugh out of it. I'm sure that'll be clipped.
I got a laugh out of it, Dennis. That was so worth it. Oh my God.
Nah, but Giovanni, thank you so much for the incredible generosity and supporting the show. It means a lot to us. Hopefully you're enjoying the content, and we look forward to seeing you in many more episodes.
Yeah. And actually, this is great. Santiago, Metro is deprioed. So yeah, I think, look, I would go T-Mobile prepaid or US Mobile. Those are your answers. And with that said, Dennis, I think we got to dive into the elephant in the room here.
Uh-oh.
It's AT&T.
Oh, no.
AT&T's doing their thing.
Oh, no, we're both wearing blue today, Stetson. Are we sure we could talk about this?
Yeah, Dennis, we're on Team Blue. We're here to support AT&T. Come on, what's the best network in Pittsburgh?
AT&T.
Right? Who's your primary number? Don't answer that. Who's your original primary number that's no longer your primary number that you actually never use on?
AT&T.
Boom. That's right. AT&T. What are they? Oh my God. Oh my God, Dennis. I don't want to look. There we go. That's better. No, I'm kidding. What's happening? AT&T chief says the carrier, quote, may raise cell phone plan prices and cut some landlines. Woof. Dennis, how do you feel about this?
Sad.
Yeah, I think that's a good word. Sad.
Sad, and actually, I'm going to say mad, actually, too. And do you want to know why I'm mad?
Why are you mad, Dennis? They weren't part of the Sprint T-Mobile merger. They don't have any obligations to keep pricing the same. They can do whatever they want.
But their excuse for raising prices has to do with increases in cost and inflation. And I'm mad because their profit margins are like 92%. Like for AT&T to offer a line, it's something like $8, I believe, or something like that. And we already know they sell like unlimited elite lines like $85, and actually more than that, considering the fact they literally got like a property tax in there that they're paying for customers and everything else. So they're making profits hand over fist, and there's no way inflation justifies any additional price increasing. And from the things that I've heard in my little circle of the grapevine, I've heard that the increased pricing is going to come in such a way where basically they're going to add live TV channels back to the elite plan based off of a little rumor I've heard in the grapevine. And this goes back to my whole argument where I got mad when Verizon keeps trying to stuff features and stuff on plans. I would rather there not be a price increase, and I'd rather not have live TV back. I'm good. They tried that with the original unlimited plans when they brought it back with the DirecTV thing, and that flopped for a good reason. So just keep your pricing the same, AT&T, and don't bring back live TV.
Yeah, so some interesting comments in the chat here. Sneed saying, may raise prices, question mark. They will raise, most definitely priming us up for it. Cutting copper and DSL, yeah. So it sounds like they're probably going to be cutting costs with their copper product and DSL product, and they will be raising prices. And I think this is actually kind of a two-step strategy. You announce or you tease that you will be raising prices. You kind of kick that in the back of people's minds, so all of a sudden they're expecting AT&T to raise prices. So when prices are actually raised, you were expecting it, and you're not as surprised as if they just went ahead and did it. Yeah, with that said, Dennis, where do you think AT&T will raise prices? Will it just be the elite plan? Will it be across the board?
So from the rumors that I've heard in the grapevine, again, these are just rumors. My understanding is they're not actually going to touch the single line cost, and they're going to be basically making the family discount less of a family discount, is essentially from what I've understood in the grapevine. And you can kind of see this being highlighted with the little article that you're looking at.
Yeah, it looks like $200.
So
I think
I've
4
heard
used to be. It used to be like what? Oh, but this is elite.
No, but I'm saying, like, for example, that fourth line from what
Yeah.
I've heard in the grapevine will be 220 to match Verizon Get More. So 3 lines will become like 195. 2 lines will become like one. Like, that's what I've heard down the grapevine, essentially.
Oh, so they're just gonna match Verizon. That's kind of annoying.
But still a price increase.
Yeah.
It's the wrong direction. We want prices to go down over here, Stetson. We're voices for the consumer.
Sorry, I just like how they say throttling over 50 gigabytes. That's not true, you guys. Verizon's truly unlimited premium data now.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's really frustrating because
how do you think this is going to impact the discounts AT&T has? Like I feel like I can quote you saying AT&T gives a discount to anybody with a heartbeat, and that knocks your elite plan down to your unlimited extra pricing. So is this in reality actually not going to change anything? Like, I'm just going to go in and just get a bigger discount and bada bing, bada boom, there I'm good to go?
I don't know. Here's what I do know, or here's what I want to say. I hope AT&T doesn't I hope AT&T doesn't only has these increases for new customers and doesn't touch grandfather accounts, because if that's the case, I'll be a little less angry because then I won't be impacted. But also, can I say a second thing?
Yeah.
There's one thing that could make me be a little bit happy if they raise the prices. Do you want to know what that one thing is, Stetson?
They give you more hotspot data.
No.
Okay, wait. I want to get some more. If AT&T raises prices, they fix their app and their broken website.
No.
Okay, wait, hang on. Dennis, they give you a lot of what you love. Okay, you got the 4K video streaming, you got unlimited premium data. Is it like something related to device financing? Like you get a free phone every year or something like that?
Come on now, you know I hate financing.
Okay, all right. Give me one more. They give you like Crunchyroll or something.
No, it's an easy one. Include taxes and fees.
No! So in reality, what you're saying is prices flatline. AT&T says, hey, we've been charging you an arm and a leg for taxes and fees for a while now, and now we're just being upfront about it and including it in the cost of the plan.
That would be great. That's one of the only ways where I could say I'd be happy about prices increasing, because prices wouldn't really be increasing and we would just actually have transparency, which I think would be great from AT&T considering how bad their billing system is.
Yeah. Dennis, we got a really interesting question here from Dave. What is worse, raising prices and keeping/adding perks, or keeping pricing the same and removing perks?
Ooh, depends on what we're defining as perks. We need a clear definition of that, because by that I mean
let's do a streaming service. Come on, they have streaming services up the wazoo. What are we looking at here? We're looking at HBO Max with 35 plus channels. We're looking at Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus. We're looking at Netflix. Let's say AT&T raises prices and adds in Netflix.
Not worth. Or I mean, that's worse.
So you think AT&T raising prices and adding Netflix is worse than AT&T removing HBO Max and keeping pricing the same?
Yes.
Yeah, I would actually agree with you 100% here. I mean, there's really no competition in my mind. If you raise prices and add in an extra perk, that means I'm paying for something I don't want and don't need. Whereas if you remove a perk, like I signed up for the service, not for the perk.
Well, that's why I was saying it's important about feature, because like if AT&T say removed hotspot to keep pricing the same, now that's a problem. But but like here's the thing with streaming services, okay? If AT&T removes HBO from their streaming service catalog, I have 100 different ways that I could possibly get HBO. If AT&T adds on a perk, like Stetson used Netflix, which is a bad one because I think everybody and their mother uses Netflix. Let's just throw on something different. Let's say they add on Discovery Plus. I don't care about Discovery Plus. It's a thing I'm probably not going to watch because I already binged Mythbusters on it already.
Yeah.
And now I'm just paying for something that I don't otherwise have. And now I'm mad because the thing you added to add value doesn't bring value to me. It'd be like another example is when Verizon incorporated Apple Music. Apple Music might be a great music streaming service, but I already have Spotify. I'm not converting over to Spotify. So now I'm paying to have Apple Music and value when I was already paying for Spotify, my preferred streaming service. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we got to give a shout. This is the best way to do perks, and it goes to US Mobile. All right, if we go to plans here, it's annoying that you have to send them your receipt, but I think this is the best way to do perks, hands down. Instead of bundling in perks with the service, you email them you pick what perk you want, and you email them your receipt, and you get the credit on your bill. So if you want that Spotify family, you're already a Spotify customer, boom, you can email US Mobile, hey, I want this perk. Boom, you got it. If you're an HBO Max fan, you'll love the content. You can say, hey, I want HBO Max, email them your receipt, boom, they'll credit your account, you get the perk. And you can mix and match these, you can switch them month to month.
Do you know how you do you want to know how you take this one step further and really make a home run out of it?
Yeah, you just do it automatically.
No. Well, yes, but no. Let me explain.
Okay.
So instead of it being like a crediting system type of thing where they're knocking the credit off your monthly bill, you just let me pick it. It's already included in the bill in the biller, and you just see like chosen XY. There it is. Like it's in the breakdown. Like you picked HBO Max, your video streaming service. You picked Spotify as your music, or you picked Audible for your music, and you picked Disney Plus for your video. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'm willing to bet you that AT&T probably already has a bunch of contracts with these streaming services because doesn't AT&T do something similar to Comcast now where they include like Netflix on their cable plans now and they include
cable is not my wheelhouse.
I don't have DirecTV, but I thought they were doing something akin to that, weren't they?
I don't know.
Well, I know Comcast has agreements because they have like Netflix included in the promos. I see it all the time, and they got like the Showtime and the Epic, so they have to have contracts with all those different streaming companies. I know they just added Apple Music or Apple TV. They just added Apple TV to Flex or whatever, so they have to have contracts. I'm sure AT&T is probably the same.
Yeah. You know what's funny, Dennis? I think this is kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier. I think we're paying for we're paying to have services multiple times. Like, I'm paying for Apple Music, and it's also in my Verizon plan. You know what I mean? But I got the Apple Music, I got the Apple Premiere bundle, because that's an overall better value. But now I'm just paying for stuff twice. Like, that's how they're getting you.
Or a better example is I'm paying for YouTube Red, but because I got YouTube Red, or excuse me, I'm paying for YouTube Premium, but I got it back when it was YouTube Red, so I'm grandfathered on a great rate. So whenever someone like T-Mobile tries to give me like 3 additional months of YouTube Premium, in order for me to take advantage of it, I have to cancel my good rate to get the 3 free months. Now I'm paying the more expensive rate. So obviously I'm just going to keep paying for the normal YouTube Red rate.
Yeah, me too. That is the best purchase I make every month.
We actually had a good question come in, even though we're talking about AT&T. It's a follow-up from John.
Absolutely.
He said, based on our answers to his last question, if he was to get the $35 Connect by T-Mobile plan, do you know if the plan will be able to have international calls add-on? So that's definitely a you question.
This is a me question. Let's do 2 checks for you here, John. So if we do the 35 Connect plan, it looks like I have grayed out the international calling option, and it's probably because the plan was just created and I haven't been able to confirm it. I have absolutely no notes when it comes to international. If we go to the T-Mobile prepaid website, let's see, T-Mobile prepaid. We go to the shop. Actually, we go to the plans. Connect by T-Mobile. Oh, interesting. $30 shop plan. Let's see if we have any information here that's even remotely useful to any capacity. Oh, I'm going to go with a solid I don't know on this one. John Paul, I want to say I had this info, but yeah, I don't.
I
want to say you can add it, but
I think the smartest move, I don't know what country you're coming from specifically, John, But I would say the general rule of thumb is, and the smartest move is that if you want to talk to someone outside of the U.S., to use something like FaceTime, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, or you use something like Google Voice, and then just pay whatever the minute rate is on that and call them that way.
Yeah. I will say a couple of options to consider. Let's see, where are the add-ons here? If you wanted international calling, I think, actually, I just have an HD video pass. I was going to say I think it's available for the unlimited plans, but that obviously failed. I'll just say go with Tello, or consider Tello if you need international calling. So Tello includes free international calling to 35 different countries in their plans. So if I do learn more, I think this will have it. Yeah, free international calling to over 60 plus countries. And I think if we just go to tello.com, we can do plans, and you can see free calls to over 60 plus countries with every calling plan according to the available minute balance. So,
and that's from Tello, you said?
Yeah, this is from Tello. They use T-Mobile as well.
And that's definitely the move. What would unlimited talk and text and, like, say, I don't know, 6 gigs a day to run you?
Yeah. I mean, they're doing a discount where it's actually 50% off your first month. So you can get 8 gigs for normally $29. Right now you can get it for $14.50. The unlimited plan's 25 gigs, and it would come out to just under $20. If you're only going to be here for a month, John Paul, this might be something to consider. And then you're getting your international calling, and there are affordable add-ons for international calls to other countries.
Is texting also included unlimited there?
Yep, unlimited minutes and free unlimited texting.
Yeah, dude, honestly, that's your answer there, John. There you go. That's definitely the move.
Yeah. There we go. All right. I think anything else you want to mention for AT&T? Like, do you think this is going to motivate Verizon and T-Mobile to raise prices?
T-Mobile can't because of the merger agreement, at least not yet. And then as far as Verizon, they were already the most expensive carrier.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. So here's the thing about Verizon, right? Their growth has really been stagnating a little bit, I would say, overall, right? In fact, I would just say the market in general is very saturated at this point. So Verizon's main focus recently has been an ARPU push, increasing ARPU.
Yeah.
And Verizon historically has never really been the carrier to drive down costs. So I say they leave either pricing the same, or if they can get away with it, increase it. But I don't necessarily see them increasing costs because I think they're making up that ARPU increase from their fixed wireless sales. Do you get what I'm saying? Because of the fixed wireless product they're selling. So I think pricing for now stays just normal for them at the moment. They might raise it at a later point, but for right now, I think it just stays stagnant. And the reason for that is because I think T-Mobile is going to help keep pricing in check. Because if Verizon was to raise pricing and AT&T raises their pricing, then that makes T-Mobile way more affordable than the other two, and that would heavily encourage people to start switching.
Yeah, Magenta Max, I mean, with taxes and fees included, it's already a good deal. I think it's the best value plan if you get T-Mobile coverage, and then it kind of comes down to coverage. Like, in your market, Dennis, AT&T ends up being the better value overall because you get the better AT&T coverage.
Well, I think I've said this on show, by the way, and I want to repeat this because I'm happy to give credit where credit's due. T-Mobile has been getting better in Pittsburgh. They add the backup battery power generators that I talked about, which I know to many people doesn't sound that impressive, but it makes a big difference from a reliability standpoint. And in a lot of places where 5G UC was really bad, I'm talking like sub 50 megabits per second, I'm actually getting the speeds that you would expect to get on 100 megahertz worth of 5G UC. So T-Mobile is getting better. AT&T still best overall, I would say, from like a guarantee to get above 100 meg all the time type of deal. But T-Mobile actually looking pretty good in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. And yeah, I think you're right. It'll keep them in check. I could see AT&T matching Verizon. I don't think they'll go over Verizon.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Unless AT&T comes up with something cheeky. Maybe they
get it by accident. You buy a streaming service for $300.
No. You're misunderstanding me. I was saying, like, unless they do something cheeky, like have like a 5G tax, like 5G phone. Like, I don't know if you remember back in the day, Stetson, but I'm talking like way back here for a moment. Back when smartphones were first becoming a thing, what AT&T did was on the line charges, they would charge like $40 per line, like as a line access fee to like access your data if you had a smartphone. Whereas if you had like a dumb phone, it was only like $10.
Yeah, I think I do remember that. Yeah.
So unless AT&T does something like that, where like maybe they bring back like the line access fees for data, where like 5G phones have to pay like an extra $20 per line versus its 4G LTE counterpart or something like that, like a 5G tax.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't happen. It sounds like they're preparing us to think that it's going to happen, which means it's probably going to happen. But hopefully it's not that bad.
Hey, Stetson, we have a really important message brought to you by our sponsor.
Okay, Dennis, hit us.
So, hello, you beautiful people who have been watching the Best Phone Plan stream. I see there are 81 of you out there who are our sponsor, the like button. Wanted to tell you guys that you should smash it for us. It would mean a lot. Also, if you haven't done so already, make sure you're smashing the subscribe button and hitting the bell notification so you don't miss our early uploads.
Absolutely.
Back to the show.
Thank you very much for that sponsored message, Dennis. I think we got to kick gears, switch gears, maybe do a little bit of a Q&A, and also talk about like what some carriers are doing well and what we want to see continue to be spread out across the industry. Because I feel like that was the idea we pitched last time. Spread some good news, honor carriers who are doing great things, and encourage other people to follow suit.
Yes, and there's one that immediately comes to mind for me. I talk about them a lot on the show when it comes to prepaid options. And Ahmed, I'm thinking of you, and that is with US Mobile.
Yeah. So, Dennis, what is US Mobile doing well besides what we talked about earlier with the perks? What are they doing well as a carrier right now?
So there are three things that I think US Mobile does an exemplary job at. Number one, and I really can't say this enough, they have the best freaking mobile app out of any wireless carrier I have seen to date. It is an absolute joy to use. As someone that like took some UI and UX courses in college, I love it. It's great. It's clear they have a great attention to detail, including from an accessibility standpoint for some people that might not have all of the resources available to navigate it. They made it very comprehensive and easy. Number two is
Wait,
that...
Dennis, before you get into
I know,
number
there's
two,
a super chat. I know.
Do we pause the show? I think we got to pause the show.
Okay. I'm going to try to keep this in my head.
We got an awesome super chat from Franco. Franco, thank you so much. Here, you cover me up. Thank you so much for supporting the show, my friend. Just ordered the Galaxy A13 5G. Not expecting too much, but with Magenta Military on T-Mobile, it being a free device to test out their 5G, I figured why not try it out. $55 a month for truly unlimited data isn't a bad deal. Yeah, $55 a month for unlimited data and a free phone is a great deal. Thank you for your support, Franco. And now we got to go back to Dennis while he's still remembering all of his ideas. Point number 2, Dennis.
All right, so also, Franco, thank you for your incredible generosity in supporting the show. But, okay, number 2, my number 2 thing that I really appreciate about them, my number 2 thing that I really appreciate about them is the fact that US Mobile does a great job at actually catering to a wide variety of people despite actually being somewhat niche in a way. And by that, I mean, you got some awesome prepackaged like data bucket plans. You got some of the best unlimited pricing for families in general I've seen. And most importantly of all, and the one that I really enjoyed seeing was the where you pay by line and everybody shares like the gig, like the super customizable.
Yeah, you're thinking the pooled plans.
Yeah, I really love that they've incorporated those 3 different options, which I think hits I think it checks off a lot of boxes for people, including the fact too that they got 2 networks for you to pick from. You got basically their Verizon based one and their T-Mobile based one. Although, really, if you're going with them, I heavily think you should be picking them for the Verizon network because it seems to get more love.
Yeah, 100% agree. And as you can see here, the pooled pricing, we had a period of time where we had pooled plans and they kind of went out of way in favor of the unlimited plans. But I think US Mobile's doing a pretty good job bringing them back where data is actually affordable, $2 per gig. It's just $9 a line. Like, this is a great value. And Dennis, to your point, like the UI is super clean. I think we should give them a shout out for security. Like the fact that I get this super annoying but highly important two-factor authentication badge every time I sign in, saying that I should add two-factor authentication to my account. That is awesome. They're like one of the few MVNOs that has it. UI super clean, and I'll highlight their data usage analytics dashboard, which is absolutely clutch, where you can see your data usage with a weekly breakdown or a monthly breakdown and how much data you're using. So
Stetson, I still have a third thing, although you did steal one of the things I like too. But the third thing that I really appreciate about US Mobile is that they are pretty communicative about things that they're working on. Even if it's to their own detriment by missaying the dates, I really appreciate their genuine upfront honesty and not being afraid to tell us like some of the things that they're got on their roadmap. When it was Wi-Fi calling, when it was eSIM support, when it was 5G support, the fact that they were at least open and talking about that they were working on it, even though they're a little bit maybe too ambitious about when it'll be done, I do appreciate that they communicate that to the audience, because what other carrier really does that?
100%. I think Mint's been pretty good too, actually. I feel like they've taken some of that from US Mobile. And if you go to the Mint Mobile subreddit, they're kind of sharing some updates on certain things. We hear about it a little bit less because Mint's a little bit more of we're going to build it first and then launch it on Reddit, whereas US Mobile is kind of we're working on this, and then 6 months to a year later, it'll actually come out. So, so true. And then the other thing that I was thinking of is eSIM support. US Mobile has eSIM support now for both LTE and 5G devices, which is huge for that easy activation. And Jason, is there anything like US Mobile's unlimited line at $25 a line on T-Mobile? Yeah, it's US Mobile $25 a line. And you can actually get that plan on the T-Mobile network. And so it's not quite the same. You're getting 35 gigabytes on GSM, so that's T-Mobile, but you are still getting the $25 a month pricing. So it's probably going to be pretty good. Although I will say, we just talked about this earlier in the show, if you're going for something that has 35 gigs, Google Fi is now one of the cheapest options for 4 lines. And we talked about that at the very beginning.
Side note, Stetson, you showed a bunch of numbers there. I don't know if that matters or not.
That's okay, guys. These are my US Mobile numbers.
Okay.
I honestly can't remember them myself.
Well, then in that case, let me ask you a question. The one ending in 6106, 233 gigabytes, is US Mobile not capping ultra wideband speeds?
Ooh, very good question, Dennis. So I've noticed something very interesting, and I've shared this with the Patreon members on the Discord. And what's happening is I've noticed that I've been able to go over the 75 gig data limit. I've used 233.12 gigabytes in the past month on one line, my 720-6106 number, this one. And so what I believe is happening is US Mobile quietly removed the 75 gig cap, and I believe instead they're using sort of machine learning and algorithms to flag users who might be abusing the network, as opposed to the occasional user who might accidentally go over the 75 gig limit. So I don't know how I didn't flag the system. I was literally downloading the same file on repeat. But I think they have used to sort of this more dynamic approach where they're looking for users who have a history of abusing the network or doing bad practices, and they're throttling those users, and everyone else who's just more of your casual everyday consumer, it seems like they've kind of lifted the cap.
Hey, so Stetson, we both did. We showed our praise to US Mobile. Why don't you pick a company for this show, and then maybe we'll repeat this topic for another episode.
That is a great idea, Dennis. I want to think of a company that's doing things well that other companies should follow that isn't US Mobile. I don't want to do the classic. I feel like I talk about Mint too much. Like they're too good in my book. The Ryan Reynolds commercial. Actually, maybe I can do a little bit of a mashup. I want to do Mint for the commercials because the Mint Mobile commercials are hilarious. So let's do YouTube. Ryan Reynolds. Look, there's our stream, Dennis. We're in the top left. All right. Ryan Reynolds. Look at this. The Mint Mobile Customer Awards. This is hilarious stuff. The guy is a marketing genius. The small investment, like, these commercials are hilarious. Their upcycled one they did during the Super Bowl, it's recycled. They just had an upside down commercial, right? So I want to give Mint the shout out for the commercial, the affordable plans, the bulk pricing, and the discounts. I think it's been a pretty good experience for me. I'm happy with it. I think I want to actually give T-Mobile a shout out too, Dennis. And this is kind of my mashup. The Mint Mobile, T-Mobile combo. T-Mobile, let me pull up their site. The reason I want to give T-Mobile a shout and that I want more carriers to follow is because we go to their plans section. This is big. This is huge. We kind of already talked about it, but I want to emphasize the point again because that's how amazing it is. Taxes and fees. Oh, come on. Get out of here, pop up. Taxes and fees included. Look at that.
Except on essentials.
Except on essentials. T-Mobile isn't following their own example. So yeah, I love this. I think it makes, first of all, a great billing experience because you know exactly what your bill is every single month. I literally have no idea. I'm part of an AT&T family plan, and our bill changes every single month, and I have no idea why. Then we got some taxes. Yeah, taxes and fees. It's just such a great experience. I love it. I wish more carriers did this. I know it's really hard, and I know it's annoying. I think there's so many weird taxes and fees. It really does make for a great user experience, though. So that's what I got. I'll also add the free international data roaming. Even though it's slow, I think it's way better to be connected and slow than to have no connection at all.
That's fair. That's fair. I think I got one that you should maybe touch on that's not too obvious.
Yeah.
Because I will say, by the way, US Mobile does tax and fees included as well in the unlimited.
Yeah, they do. So they're kind of, well, only on some of the plans, only the unlimited plan.
Same with T-Mobile, only on some of the plans.
Okay, you know what? That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
How about one of your more crafty MVNOs? There was one, I don't remember the name of them, but they were doing like actual they were basically doing like the family plan style thing, like how Xfinity and Spectrum were doing it, but you didn't have to have Xfinity. You remember they were like doing like 10 gigs shared for like $60? Wasn't there an MVNO like that? I swear.
Okay, hang on. I'm thinking the gears are turning. I mean, US Mobile was doing that with their data bucket plan, and we just talked about that. So I don't know if that's what you're referring to.
I'll change up the gear. How about Walmart?
Walmart Family Mobile.
Dude, the unexpected sleeping giant that you said keeps sneaking in, and I know there was someone in the chat. I think it's Aguado actually that always tells us about it.
Yeah,
how about Walmart.
It's so true. He probably knows more than I do about it, and I should really get on the ball here because the plans are honestly not too bad. The lower end $25 2 gig plan, that could be a little bit better. I'm looking at a screen that you all can't see, so let me pull that up. $25 2 gig plan could be a little bit better. $30 5 gig, okay, also could be better. $40 20 gig, honestly not bad. And the $50 unlimited plan is just like...
That's the one that's good, but the reason why it's so good is because 30 gigabytes of hotspot.
It's so good. You literally can't beat it. You literally cannot beat it. I don't think I've entered the monthly or the multi-line discount here yet, but it's a great value.
The best YT, we could see your comments, man. Go ahead and try to tell us about whatever provider it is that you're thinking of.
Yeah, we're very curious. I don't think you know about. We try and keep track of all of them.
We got a very strong super chat just come in from the legend himself, Darian Patty. He asked, "Have you talked about Solo by C-Spire yet?" Stetson, have you heard about this? Actually,
I have not heard about this.
So our good friend Steamo Tech actually covered this on his YouTube channel, and of course, as an avid watcher and supporter of the community, I watched his video and made sure to like. But anyway, if I remember correctly, C-Spire came out with their own cell phone plan. I think it was like $30 per line or something like that. Let me just double check real quick. Oh, I didn't mean to unhighlight that. Let me just double check real quick. I gotta pull up Sneed's video, or you can just pull up the article. That works.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff Moore saying it reminds me of Visible.
Yeah, it's not a true unlimited plan though. It's like so many.
It's for a tech-savvy, value-driven segment that has no need for retail stores.
Yeah, but it's not a true unlimited plan.
Let's see. Have questions. Is there Solo by C-Spire? Wireless reinvented.
It's not
Whoa.
reinvented, but okay, $35. That's what it was.
$35. They say unlimited.
It's
But
not.
it's
Not
not
actually.
unlimited.
It's not actually truly unlimited anyway.
All in app, bring your own phone. Does that mean we're gonna have to go through some terms and conditions?
Yeah, or I can just click on Sneed's video. He did all the hard work for us.
Thank you, Sneed. Download the app. $35 a month.
Hey, I'm giving him the shout out. He won't. I don't think he'll copyright me.
FAQ. Let's see. Whoa, my God.
That is a beefy boy.
Why would we do this?
As a beefy boy.
Unlimited.
All right, it's 25 gigabytes of high speed data before throttling.
Yeah, look at this. Actually, this is not bad. Unlimited nationwide talk, unlimited text, texting to 140 countries, 25 gigs of high-speed data, lol, including 3G. That's funny. And 1,000 minutes of calling to U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico.
Wait, why are they treating the Puerto Rico as if it's a different country? That's like a whole U.S. territory there, buds.
Interesting. You'll be throttled to 300 kilobits
2G.
per second.
A little bit better than 2G, but not 3G speeds. It's a very odd number to pick.
Yeah, it is a very odd number to pick. It's a little bit better, though. Block from international calls. You will not have the option to purchase a speed pass or international calling minutes. Huh. All right, I'll be darned. So it's interesting. They are considering 25 gigs unlimited. So
Also, C-Spire runs its own regional network, serving the Mississippi areas where they serve.
So I guess the question then is, what do they roam on? Like, when you're not connected to C-Spire, what network are you connected to?
I'm pretty positive that's Verizon.
That's interesting. And then I guess the other question then is, do they limit where you can sign up? Like, is it regional? You have to sign up in a specific zip code? Because basically I'm thinking if they can offload most of the traffic, like when you sign up for a cell phone plan, like Dennis, you signed up for T-Mobile, you're primarily in Pittsburgh, so you're mostly using T-Mobile in Pittsburgh, and there's few instances where you're outside of Pittsburgh. For this, like, I'm thinking if you sign up and you live in the area, they might be able to do a decent amount of traffic over their local network, and that's why they're able to offer something that's pretty competitive. But if anyone can sign up, then you're basically just roaming on Verizon, getting a 25 gig plan on Verizon.
Yeah, hard to say. I mean, I don't know. But hey, it's cool. Competition's competition. I don't think that plan would really follow suit for my needs, but mainly just because the 300 kilobyte limit is so slow. Like,
yeah, honestly, the Xfinity plan is better than this, I would say. To some degree.
Because you're getting a whole 1.5 meg, which is not fast by any stretch of the means, but we already saw when we tested in Denver that you can do everything. Like, Google Maps will still work. You can send your messages. You can play Spotify music while doing Google Maps. And even YouTube actually loads, albeit 480p. But it all works. Like, so, plus, the saving grace for Xfinity at the moment, for as long as this remains true, is that if you live in a 5G UW area, you get full speeds all the time, doesn't matter, and that includes hotspot. Now, I don't know how long that will remain true.
They said that'll change in 6 months, and that was maybe a month ago.
They did say, where did they say 6 months?
It was on the website somewhere. That's the best. Like, I think it was in the Discord. People were chatting about it. I think there was a screenshot in there. So I would say expect a revision in 6 months. We'll see. We got a couple questions in here from My Jins. What is the cheapest unlimited plan? And It sounds like cheapest with priority.
Oh, well, the cheapest in general is Visible, which I've gone on record multiple times saying that I don't ever recommend them. Stetson's a little bit less egregious. He has an awesome.
I like it. Like, so it's super cheap. It's super easy to get the discount for a single line. And if it works, like, you're getting a really great value service. So I would try it first, especially that they have a free trial. To answer your question, My Jins, I would suggest you take a look at US Mobile's Unlimited All plan. They're doing premium data with a 5G phone on the Verizon network. This can be a great option for that. I say 4K streaming here, but it's more like 720p streaming. It's going to be that 4 megabit per second cap that Verizon has. The other great option is going to be T-Mobile prepaid. Best one here, T-Mobile prepaid unlimited, $50, minimal taxes and fees, you're getting premium data. Whoa, what do we have here, Dennis?
Stetson, we got lucky tonight because Lucky just came in with another bomb of his own. Awesome super chat for $50, and he states, "I'm on AT&T Unlimited Elite, and I'm curious, do you think it would be worth it for me to switch to Verizon 5G Get More? Because I know a lot of people that have been switching to Verizon, but I am unsure about it." Stetson, do you care if I take first crack at this?
Take first crack, Dennis. Go for it.
So, Lucky, here's what I would say. I personally, this is me personally, opinion preference here, think AT&T Unlimited Elite is still one of the best unlimited plans in the market. That's just my personal preference. And I think it's better than anything Verizon still offers to this day. If AT&T is working well for you where you live and you have good coverage with AT&T and there's nothing wrong with it for you, then I would just stick with AT&T. Now, if Verizon has better coverage, or if Verizon's been deploying a lot of C-band where you're at and you've noticed AT&T has just been slacking or not meeting your needs, then sure, consider switching to Verizon, especially if you see more value maybe in what they're offering, like if you plan to, like, say, bundle for their home internet. But don't switch for some streaming services. Like, don't just switch for the Disney Hulu bundle. Like, I don't think that's worthwhile to switch. And don't switch because everybody else is doing it if, what you have with AT&T is working better, because what you probably have with AT&T should, in theory, probably be a little bit cheaper, I'd imagine.
Yeah, Dennis, I like everything you were saying there. I would add a couple of things here. The first thing I would add is, let's just take a look at the Verizon plan, 5G Get More. It does have some perks here. And this is all on the website. This is on Verizon's website too. If you're interested, Lucky, in getting Verizon's 5G home internet, you're in a market for that, could be worth considering. Or if you're a Verizon Fios customer, you're getting a good discount. If you're someone who does international traveling and you want to get those free travel passes, could be worth considering. And if you pay for Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus already, you pay for Apple Arcade or Google Play Pass already, and or you pay for Apple Music already, could be worth considering Verizon to get those services bundled in together. It is definitely a good plan. And Verizon's C-band network has been pretty great. To everything Dennis just said, though, like, if you're not going to use the perks, in my opinion, it's not worth switching, especially if you're happy with AT&T. Like, I would just look at what streaming services you have now, what are you paying for, what is giving you value, and if Verizon's included bundled perks are things you're using, and maybe the total cost when you add it all up ends up being a little bit cheaper, that could be worth considering.
And I just want to point out one thing. I don't know if we would call this a perk per se, but AT&T, for existing customers specifically, has been one of the most aggressive when it comes to doing promotions for existing customers on devices. Now, I don't know if you device finance, but I know most people do. Something to bear in mind. Verizon doesn't tend to be as generous for its existing customers. I mean, Stetson, you did a trade-in deal recently where you were like, wow, I'm glad I took advantage of that because they ended up lowering it the second time around. I think it was for your iPhone.
Yeah, I did an iPhone 13 Pro. I traded in an iPhone 10s. When I did it, I got $800 of credit. Later, I think they dropped it to, I want to say, $500 of credit. All right, one more thing for Lucky here. US Mobile, our friends over at US Mobile, have access to Verizon's ultra-wideband 5G network. So, Lucky, it may be worth considering activating an eSIM line on US Mobile, which they now support, $45 flat for one line for 1 month to test it out, see what the experience is like, and that might give you some input as to how the Verizon network performs in your area and if you feel it might be compelling enough to consider switching over. But yeah, I think bottom line, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I would only switch if you're saving money in some way, or if Verizon's giving you extra value or you feel like it's a little bit better in your market.
Hey, Stetson, there's one more piece to the equation, and I would love it if Lucky follows up to this. But Lucky, who's your home internet service provider? Because if you have AT&T right now and you have Elite, you probably have a bundle discount going on right now, in which case it's even more extra disadvantageous to switch to Verizon. If you don't have such a scenario and maybe you have something else, then fine. But it is something worth bringing up because we've seen a very big increase over the years as far as bundling coming back into fashion across all the telecom industry. So anyway, thank you, Lucky, again for the support and generosity. Hopefully we did a good job answering your question. If you want to have a follow-up comment, I would love to know, so we can give you even more information. But
yeah, and also like family too. If you're doing multiple lines, if you're just doing yourself, and if you get an AT&T discount, so much to consider. But yeah, I think we kind of said it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kind of look at all the different pricing aspects, whether you can get a bundle discount for your internet for AT&T or Verizon. And yeah, I think ultimately consider trying US Mobile first before you switch over, just to get a sampling of what it's going to taste like on the Verizon network. And I love how someone commented, let's count how many times US Mobile was said in this stream, LOL.
Let's make it a drinking game.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Okay, we don't want to send anyone to the hospital now.
I didn't say drink alcohol. They could just take sips of.
Jeez,
they could take sips
I have a
of.
Mint-Mobile water bottle here.
No, they could take sips of the 5G. They could take sips of the 5G ginger
5G
beer.
Goodness. Oh yeah,
the ginger beer
from T-Mobile. Oh man, I have that. It's out of arm's reach. It's in my closet.
I still have a bottle in the fridge unopened.
Yeah, that's where it should stay, Dennis. That was the quality of that ginger beer.
It was bad.
Yeah, and also, yeah, code, I commented, you can use code Stetson for $20 of account credit from US Mobile. Give that a try if you're interested. I kind of hate that we're plugging them so much, but gosh darn it if they weren't so good. So,
dude, they're not even a sponsor. That's the bad part.
Yeah, I know. So I should talk to them and be like, hey, we're talking about you guys a lot. Do you want to sponsor us?
Can you retroactively like pay us for talking so much about you? Thanks. No, honestly, something we should do, and I'd be curious if the audience would like this, but has it been a year now since we had Ahmed on?
I think I should get him on. Maybe next week. I'll hit him up.
Yeah, dude, it's been so long. So many changes have happened, and I don't know how the audience feels, but I really dig Ahmed. Like, he's a cool dude. Like,
he is such a cool dude.
Like, his history with companies, like, I didn't know until we had him on that he had that whole porting company that he did. Remember back when we talked about
GSM. No. It was like, I want to say GSM Arena, but it's not it. It's like, it was like an unlocked phone retailing business. It was great.
So two things. We got another, hold up. Yeah, we got another super chat for $5 from Left On for you.
Wait. Oh, wait. Hey.
Left On for you. Thank you so much for the generosity and supporting the show. Before we read another question, though, we have another message that needs to be read real quick. And it is from our sponsor, The Like Button. Guys, I see there's about 100 of you watching the show. We got 42 thumbs up at the moment. Like button's not too happy right now. It needs to be smashed some more. So please take this as a moment to smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing. And hit the bell notification. Also, share it with a friend because sharing is caring.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's answer another question from the chat.
All right. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Another super chat. Jason D, thank you so much for your generosity. Learned of this channel from Sneed's channel and Dennis and his cable talks. Love them, by the way. Dennis, you have a fan. Oh my God. Maybe we do cable Tuesdays. Maybe it happens.
You know, I was going to, and then I remember why I didn't. I drove down to the T-Mobile store to trade in my S20 Plus to make sure because remember I told you I got the S22 in?
Yeah. It just came in. You're doing the trade in. You do it in store to make sure you get that credit applied. None of the shipping shenanigans.
Actually, quick funny story on that front.
Oh, we're diving into a funny story. Jason, thank you so much for the support. You have opened up a can of worms.
Well, it's not really a can of worms per se, but funny story on that front real quick. T-Mobile never sent me the return label. I called. I got mediocre-ish support. Granted, it was a late time when I called. Talked to T-Force over T-Mobile Twitter, and they basically just said, like, dude, just go to the store. I'm like, what? I can trade it in the store even though I did? Yep. And I was like, okay, cool. That's better yet. And so on Tuesday, I'm losing track of my days. 2 yesterdays ago. Yes. I just went down to the store, and the dude Dylan who had helped me out. The dude Dylan who helped me out. No, Tuesday was the day I went to get a SIM card because T-Mobile didn't send me a SIM card with it. And then yesterday
they just dropped the ball on this. Where do they find this phone, Dennis? Just like off the back shelf somewhere?
I had it on. So listen, I had it on eSIM on my iPhone 12 Pro, and I told them I needed a physical SIM. And the funny part is they charge a whole activation fee, which is for the SIM card. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, right? The upgrade activation fee.
Yeah, it's like $20, right?
No, it's $30.
$30?
Yeah, I got that weighed, by the way.
I think that fee's only there so that people can waive it and then customers feel good.
Yeah, but anyway, so Tuesday I went down there to get my SIM card to get the phone activated, and it was yesterday that I went down to the store to do the actual trading because I needed a day to actually go home and set everything up. But yeah, that's the funny story. Sorry, my days have been getting mixed up. They merge together all the time. But thank you again, Jason, for the chat and support. I appreciate you.
Sweet. Also, we got an update from our friend John Paul. John Paul, thank you for basically doing what my job has been, calling and chatting with T-Mobile support agents and other agents. We have learned T-Mobile Connect does not support the international calling add-on. I will get that updated on the website, so thank you very much for that. I'm going to make a note of it right now. Update T-Mobile prepaid plans.
So we got yet another super chat.
Oh my goodness.
It's from Left On For You once again with a $5 dono. He says, "Do you agree with the pinned post device tree in r/no contract? His post.
No contract. Is this your tree? Let me pull this up. I know exactly what you're talking about. Let's go through it, Dennis. This is actually
Good,
really fun. We could have almost done a full episode on this. All right. This is from Left On For Ya. All right. I see you. Thank you so much. All right. Pulling this up now. So first of all, huge applause. What are we looking at here? We're looking at a post with tons of awards. It looks like there's a Press the F award. There's a Helpful award. There's Wholesome awards. We got Silver awards. 278 upvotes. Very respectable. And we've got a great discussion of 83 comments. The cheapest rate plan based on usage. What are we looking at here? First of all, thank you so much for the references. We got some shout outs to Best Phone Plans. I got to do 2022, so maybe this will help me out. All right. We got recommendations. Figure out works with speed and coverage. Coverage Critic, Open Signal. Yup, big moves. We got some info on the bands. We got a ton of... Wait. This is the meat and potatoes. Here we go. You qualify for the ACP program. Once the application accepted, Verizon, AT&T, or Metro by T-Mobile have low data plans for free and reduced prices on high data plans. Some give you free or reduced prices on cell phones and tablets. I think that's smart overall. Number one, Dennis.
I do.
Yep. I would say sometimes prepaid plans can be really cheap. But yeah, let's go. All right. If you do not need unlimited minutes, text, or hardly any data, this post for a detailed breakdown. Freedom Pop. Ooh. Immediately thumbs down, okay? I was on Freedom Pop. It was the free plan. They started charging me $4 a month, okay? I went to cancel. The cancel button did not work, okay? That's how bad that company is. So I would axe Freedom Pop. I have not had a positive experience with them. They seem they use some dark web practices where they say it's free and then they get you to auto renew on like a $20 plan. UltraGo, eBay, that seems good. TracFone, Page Plus. I would almost slap in US Mobile's $9 unlimited talk and text plan here on Verizon. I think that'll be a little bit cheaper than Page Plus. Let me just check here. Yeah, $12, 10 with auto refill. US Mobile's coming in at $9, but they do have that $2 fee or whatever. I think still with the user interface and stuff US Mobile has, it'd be worth it to me personally. Let's see what we got. Red Pocket. Red Pocket's always great for that. I'm actually having a problem where my Red Pocket line is capped at 3G on AT&T, so I need to call them. And yeah, Hello Mobile, pretty good. I would say, yeah.
There's a question that's getting asked by a person a few times tonight, and I don't know if you might know the answer to this or not, but it's from Joseph. Do you know if that will work?
If a Text Now SIM card will work in a T-Mobile locked phone. All right, Joseph, great question. I know Text Now uses T-Mobile for coverage. I unfortunately do not know if it'll work in a T-Mobile locked phone. I want to say that it would. It might be worth just trying out if it's only a couple of bucks. I wish I had more information. I can't guarantee it either way.
So we got another super chat from Lucky. Lucky, thank you for the incredible generosity and the follow-up. He says he's just a single line. He lives in the state of Florida, and his home Wi-Fi provider is Atlantic Broadband. He's device financing with a Google Pixel 6 Pro. Well, Lucky, I would say if you're in a device financing agreement, to probably just stick it out with AT&T because you likely have some type of promotion where they're applying some form of credit over the course of the 24 or 36-month financing agreement that you're in. So I would just ride it out with AT&T, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I'm with Dennis on this. I think ultimately AT&T is going to be a cheaper plan for you. I would stick, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Lucky. And if you really wanted to, I don't know if Pixel 6 Pro is working with US Mobile eSIM activation, so that kind of complicates that recommendation. If you really wanted to, maybe do a physical SIM from US Mobile to try it out. But yeah, I think Dennis has it. I would probably stick with AT&T. I don't feel like there's a compelling enough reason to switch. But yeah, I mean, if you're not under contract, then you have a little bit more flexibility there, or you're not under a financing agreement.
But thank you again, Lucky, for the support and generosity to the show.
Yeah,
It really means a lot, man.
All right, next we're doing less than 3 gigs a month. I like the Red Pocket Annual. Tello, build your own, also pretty good. Tello's really good for monthly. I mean, at 3 gigs a month, I guess you're saying less than 3 gigs a month. I would almost throw in Mint Mobile's 4 gig plan here. It's coming in at $15. And like Ting Flex, we already talked about it. That's going to be $10 for unlimited talk and text and $5 per gig. Pretty easy, in my opinion, to hit a gig of usage. And then you're at $15 total. So I would consider Mint Mobile there. Tello is exceptional for the monthly deal. We already kind of talked about them, like $14 for 2 gigs. If you want to do month to month, that's a really good option. US Mobile Shared, also really good. Unreal Mobile, I haven't tried them, but I know their rates are really good. Red Pocket Annual, yep. And yep, T-Mobile, Prepaid Connect. All those are great. I like your number 3. I would consider adding Mint Mobile to that one. Less than 15 gigs. Boost Annual is pretty good. I don't know. I feel like I've had mixed experiences on their website, so their experience might not be there, but the value is definitely there, especially on the AT&T network. Again, I would consider Mint Mobile plans here and maybe one from US Mobile.
Hey, Stetson.
Yeah.
We got yet another super chat, my man.
Oh, my God.
It's from Kyle Rocky with the $11 super chat. He says, what are your thoughts on Visible versus Circled In?
Ooh. I think, honestly, this one's almost like a Dennis question because it kind of comes down to privacy. I feel like, Dennis, you're a really big advocate for privacy, probably having your own account, your own number, being very separate. Circled In,
yeah,
I
but
feel
you're
like
giving me 2 really bad privacy options. Visible's not really well known for their security, and Circled In is me trusting somebody else with my information. All right, I'm gonna put it this way real quick, okay? Since both are rather Circled In is at least better in the sense that at least you're getting a better plan overall for pretty incredible pricing at that family pricing rate. I know Circled In does certain things to... Well, honestly, if you're not the one that's making the account, it's not your privacy that's up for debate, really. It's the primary account holder that's the one viewable. So in which case, yeah, go with Circled In.
Yeah.
I
would say...
I mean, I wouldn't put your primary number on there, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't trust either one of these places to put my primary number on, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the primary account holder on Circled In could go default on their payments, and now your number is locked, and when you try to call in to speak with the carrier, they're going to be like, you're not the authorized user.
Yeah.
We can't release that information. And on the other end of the spectrum, Visible, if you look at their subreddit, has had numerous reports whether it be porting issues, SIM swapping issues, all kinds of other issues. If I can just propose a third option, if you really want Verizon access and you want a company that I actually do trust, and I know we keep mentioning it tonight, but for the love of God, just use US Mobile. Like,
oh my God,
Stetson, you go ahead and talk. I was a little bit too extreme there.
Love the plug. All right, we got another US Mobile mention. So Kyle, great question. I think I would do a 2-step approach here. Like, if you really need premium data, then I think Circled In, for me at least, is a great option. I think the platform's kind of gaining trust, gaining users. They had a really great website redesign. If I check it out and pull it up for you, you can see the website's looking great. They're doing Cricket. Google Fi is here. Oh my God, they've got Netflix, Disney Plus. Holy bananas, YouTube Premium.
That's actually really dank. They have Crunchyroll.
Oh my God.
So hold on a second. For streaming services, this actually makes sense. My cell phone, Streaming services, that's sick.
All right, let's see. Some
Also, I
more
just want you
plans.
to know he has a follow-up here that I have highlighted.
Oh, very satisfied. That's great. So yeah, you kind of know how Circled In works. I would say, my two-step approach here. I would probably try Visible first. And you're probably like, Stetson, why try Visible first? Well, it's cheaper. You get your own account, easier to manage. It's cheaper. Unlimited hotspot is really nice. It's cheaper. You get the drift. So I would consider trying Visible first if that works for you, especially if this is going to be a secondary line or a secondary number. If you try Visible and you're like, hey, this isn't working, or if you know from the start like you need that premium data, then yeah, I think Circled In can be great. I think when it comes to the cost of Verizon's plans on Circled In, so we can just pull this up here. I clicked on AT&T. Let's do Verizon. Let's say we need 5G do more, or 5G play more is typically what I get. It's listed at $40 a month, and you're going to get a $5 Circled In fee on top of this, which is going to put you at $45. And they are charging taxes and fees for Verizon, which is going to be another $5. So let's say this is $50 total. Oh my God, I'm going to do it again. US Mobile, one line, $45 for 75 gigs. This is a really great option for premium data on the Verizon network. So I would almost do US Mobile over Circled In.
So we got yet another super chat
Oh my
from the
God.
legend himself, Lucky. And he says, all right, great to hear. Hashtag AT&T is the best.
Team Blue, we're all wearing blue
Guys,
today.
you know what you should do? You know what you should do? You should tweet to Stetson and I with the hashtag best phone plans and which carrier you think is hashtag best. Hashtag Verizon, hashtag AT&T, hashtag T-Mobile. Start getting that out on Twitter and make sure you have a link to this show. Let's get a little rivalry going to see who wins.
Just cause is saying AT&T is the best because they have Lily. End of discussion.
Heck yeah. No.
All right, we gotta finish. We're gonna knock this out.
Hold on. Before you finish this, there's one other thing I want to say because it was a problem, and I'm glad it's being addressed. Our good friend MS, who I always see in the show, knows that they were unsubscribed. They need to fix that by subscribing to the channel and making sure to smash the like button.
Oh, D. Usman is saying do a poll instead. Dennis, do you want to make a poll in the back end?
Sure, I got you.
And I'm gonna hammer out Left On For You's question. So I see we got the AT&T. All right, I hear you. Boost Mobile might be the best option on AT&T right now. I've come to that realization. And if you don't need AT&T, we're recommending Mint. I love that. The 7-day free trial is awesome. The referral program is insane. We're doing Verizon, US Mobile custom plans. Honestly, yeah, the data bucket plans, I see you're kind of calling them. You're calling them custom plans. I've started calling these guys the data bucket plans because US Mobile's website is confusing. Like, I'll show you exactly. So it says find your perfect plan, and it's like this. I'm calling these data buckets, and then I'm calling this build your own plan thing a custom plan. But I see where you're coming from there. Great recommendation there. 15 more, US Mobile Unlimited All. That's solid on Verizon. T-Mobile, I would probably say, gosh. Well, all right, Left On For You. I'll say the formatting could be easier. I feel like I'm staring at a wall of text. Rich in detail, excellent information. We could do like sub-bullet points and bullet points. I don't know. That's all I'm thinking. Visible is pretty good. Boost annual plan is surprisingly good. Red Pocket also surprisingly good here.
So I got the pull up, by the way.
Yeah.
And also, Stetson, yet another super chat from another legend in the community, EM Tech. Thank you so much. He says,
Thank you.
hashtag Death Star Network is crown emoji king.
Wow. All right, I'm pulling the poll up. This is our hack to get the poll. It looks like, whoa, Verizon, what are the results like that? No, I don't want to end the poll. I guess this is all I can see.
Kind of bugged, but if you open it up on like a normal tab, you can see it in full.
This is a normal tab.
No, I meant like if you open it in a non-Best Phone Plans channel browser.
Okay. So like I got to go incognito.
Yeah.
Death Star Wars Imperial March plays. Yeah, we would definitely get copyright.
So Verizon's at like 33% right now. AT&T's at 27%. T-Mobile's at 27%, and other, which is Dish/Boost Mobile, at 13%, which I find surprising.
Wow. That is surprising. Very cool. All right, left on for you. I'm going to say TLDR. You have superb recommendations here. I think I'm a big formatting guy, so I would just try and present this information in something that's a little more visually appealing. But I like where you're coming from. You're bringing in QCI values. I like how you're recommending things based on specific usage or networks. Honestly, like, I think the dream, right, is to kind of take that back end information and turn it into like a chat bot that asks a few questions. Because that's kind of what you're doing here. Like, how much data do you use? What network do you want? Are you financing a phone or are you not financing a phone? Do you need international calling? Then based on those answers, have a chatbot like just spit out recommended plans. How cool would that be?
So we have a follow-up question from John.
Yeah.
He said he's been wondering about buying a new phone in the U.S. when he's there next, so I can use Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile rather than being limited to just AT&T or T-Mobile. What do you think? John, my answer to that is it depends how often you're in the U.S., but I think it's safe to say that having a phone, it doesn't have to be purchased in the U.S., but having a phone that actually has support for U.S. bands is incredibly beneficial, because even for the case of T-Mobile, I know a lot of international phones will specifically have, say, support for the whole suite of Band 41 that T-Mobile got from the Sprint acquisition, which that band is really important for the capacity that has brought into their network. Or maybe it's a Band 71, which is really important for T-Mobile's overall coverage. So it may be worthwhile.
In my opinion, I would say it kind of depends. Like, John Paul, if you feel you're ready for an upgrade for you personally, I would go for it. I think it's a win-win. You get a device that's an upgrade, and you can use it both here in the United States and abroad. Otherwise, like, you say you're limited to AT&T or T-Mobile, but those are two strong networks here in the United States. You're only missing out on Verizon, and I think, like, if you're just visiting every couple, like, AT&T or T-Mobile is great, I think, for the temp use case. I know AT&T, we've talked about them a lot this podcast. They're really strong. They're a really strong network, great capacity, great performance. And if your phone works with them already, then I would say you're probably fine. To Dennis's point, though, if you are missing a few LTE bands, it could be worth considering an upgrade, but that's what I got.
Sneed must have been eating some interesting scallops for his post Ramadan meal.
Is this a sign? Is the Sneed mobile tech channel hacked? What is going on now?
Dude, he's delirious from not eating all day for Ramadan. That's what it's got to be. Nah, I'm just kidding, Sneed. Thank you for popping in and showing support. Man, this chat has been active and crazy. I really appreciate everybody who's been commenting tonight. Man, I don't know what to do, man. Do you want to keep? Are you feeling pretty good, Stetson?
Yeah. Let's keep going. We
okay.
can maybe a couple more. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
Ooh, Carrie's got a spicy question.
Spicy? Uh-oh.
Does it make sense to go with Verizon, get the $500 and locked into a 12-month contract, or just go for US Mobile?
US Mobile.
Yep. That's really easy, Carrie. Highly recommend you consider US Mobile. You have the flexibility to switch plans. And, Carrie, I'll give you a bonus. Check this out. So, if you head into your account dashboard on US Mobile, you can go to your data usage analytics, and you can literally see how much data you're using each month. Let's see if I pick a different line, and it's like, all right, my monthly average is 35 gigs. Maybe I could do the 35 gig plan, and you can actually go down based on what your usage is. This plan, 16.43 gigabytes. All right, that's great. I'd be fine with a plan with like 20 gigs. And so you can actually switch to an even more affordable plan based on your usage analytics. And I think that's powerful. I think it's worth going with US Mobile. You have the option to switch plans, something that's more affordable, and you end up saving more money in the long run. And my understanding is if you do the Verizon $500, it's not here's $500 up front. It's monthly credits. And if you leave before a year, I believe you actually owe the full $500. Like they take back the discount. So yeah, US Mobile all the way.
But we got a question from Whitney. She asks, I have T-Mobile prepaid service. If I upgrade to a 5G phone, does that plan support 5G? It's to my understanding that all the T-Mobile plans, including on MVNOs, have full support for 5G with T-Mobile.
Yep, 100%. If we do T-Mobile prepaid here, I'll just pull this up real quick. You can see that all of these plans have the 5G access badge highlighted. All of them do support 5G. So if you get a new 5G phone, Whitney, you will be enjoying the new 5G service offered by T-Mobile.
Hey, Stetson, as we're answering these questions, by the way, we have so much interactivity. Do you think it'd be an awesome opportunity to maybe do that one segment that we've been touting with a phone number that you have all set up and fancy?
We could do that. You will not, based on our current setup, be here in the call, is what I'll say.
Me?
Yeah.
What about the number that you can't conference?
Oh, yeah. Do a three-way call?
Yeah.
We could definitely try it.
Before we try that, Antonio wants to know how many people are on the Visible Best Phone Plans party. But before you get to Antonio's question, oh my goodness, yet another super chat from the man himself, Lucky, who says, hashtag Dennis is the king of AT&T and hashtag Stetson is the king of T-Mobile. But we all know the real best unlimited plan is Cricket.
It's true. Cricket is actually really good.
It is actually good. That's the sad thing. Which, by the way, hold up. Did you see the shade that Mobile X was throwing at Cricket on Twitter?
Mobile X, that's Peter. He throws some shade. He's got some spicy takes. I know Sneed was in here saying that you've got spicy takes, Dennis, but we've got some spicy takes coming from our friend Peter over at Mobile X as well.
Hold up. Yet another super chat from Giovanni. He says, I have Verizon, but I think AT&T is better. What do you think, Stetson?
All right, well, let me put it this way. I think AT&T can be a great value for some people. Honestly, jumping back to what Lucky said, Cricket might be a better plan for families. Like, it's cheaper, and now Cricket has premium data anyway, so, like, huge ups to Cricket. That said, I'm more excited about Verizon. I'm more excited about what Verizon's doing with C-Band, how quickly they're rolling it out, how fun it is to discover and find and use and test and all that. So, yeah, AT&T's fallen by the wayside for me. It's a great network. It's a strong network. Their plans are great. Dennis will tell you they're great all day, every day, especially if you're in Pittsburgh, and it deserves it because it is great. I'm personally more excited about Verizon right now and what they're doing. So,
I mean, specifically, just to give people perspective, Pittsburgh, based off third-party collected data, literally has the fastest median download speeds for AT&T. We are AT&T's fastest city. But also, Carrie, thank you for highlighting that. AT&T Elite discount basically just makes it so you have extra pricing for AT&T Elite. So
yeah,
I think I don't think there's when does that happen? At 4 lines, $35 a line? Is that when that happens?
Yeah, I think it is 4 lines.
I also have the phone ready, by the way. But
sweet.
But also, Colbert was saying from the earlier question that he thought that person was referring to the $500 e-gift card for BYOD. Apparently, Verizon's doing a $500 e-gift card.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that might be applied monthly and or there's more to that discount than is apparent, I think.
Ooh, Dave has some good news. Some good news that needs to be talked about by T-Mobile for stepping up to the plate to help out with something here. And that's in regards to the 3G shutdown. Apparently, they're sending out a promo to all subscribers on prepaid who have an old 3G phone where they get a Nord N200 absolutely free out the door in a retail store. T-Mobile, this deserves of a I'm a proud of you moment. And Stetson, you need to hit that applause button. All right? Good job, T-Mobile, actually making sure people are connected. Also, EM Tech came in with the correction. He says it's a lump sum Verizon gift card.
So it's a Verizon gift card. That's what it is.
So you have to spend it on Verizon stuff. Which,
yeah.
Dude, wait.
So
you know something funny?
What? Yeah.
Did you know Verizon sells all kinds of products directly through themselves? Because when I got my gift card for FiOS, they were selling Amazon speakers, Google Hubs, dude, they got all these different products, bro. They're like a miniature version of an Amazon store.
To me, they're a little bit more like a Best Buy, like a smart niche Best Buy, right? You got your smart home speakers, you got your Bluetooth wireless speakers, you got some weird car accessories that you think you might need but actually don't need. Yeah. Boom.
Hey, S21 FE, that doesn't have dual SIM, does it?
Ooh, I
I'm
think
pretty
it does.
I'm going to say this because I know for a fact, if you're going to go for a dual SIM phone, most Android phones are kind of rough right now when it comes to dual SIM support. But if you're going to do it, go with like the S22 lineup. That works out the box off the rip. And I know that for a fact because I have two S22 Ultras. So, oh, okay. Carrot. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, dual physical SIM.
Oh, did he say physical SIM?
Yeah, I think P SIM. That's what physical SP. So I'm pretty sure this is dual physical SIM.
Not in the US.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is. Where's the text? Yeah. The device will be able to use two physical SIMs simultaneously in the US. But I also don't know if it's active. So to answer your question, we need to find out if it's active. And I don't know. Yeah.
So there's two things. One, Carrie Cooper must be a spy because they have hit the nail on the head of something we've been working on for a while.
It's true.
I love the sound effects. Do you guys have a jingle to start the show?
Carrie,
you know what?
We're gonna get a jingle, okay? Dennis is working on it. It was Dennis's idea. He deserves full credit, and I've been holding it up. It's been on me. I've been a blockade. I've been the stopper. So, Carrie, thank you for your comment. You are the motivation I needed to get off my butt and make this intro happen.
And by off his butt, he just needs to open up the financial account for me to pay due to a Fiverr. So
yes, we will be doing that.
But anyway,
also, EM Tech coming in clutch with some more details here. It's dual with eSIM. Interesting, dual SIM with eSIM on S21 FE. That kind of goes against the article we were just reading.
Yeah. Later in the article, it actually shows that factor. There's two models of the S21 FE. One's US based, one's not. But also, you just skipped over something really important. It's from Construction Bun. He came in with a $5 super chat. US Mobile prioritized data enabled on all 5G devices. He needs clarification, please. Does that mean you have to be on 5G, or is LTE prioritized as well?
All right. I have an answer for this. So, for US Mobile priority data, here's how it works. If you sign up with a 5G phone on US Mobile Super LTE on the Verizon network, you will get premium data, priority data, both on 5G and on LTE. You'll just have premium data. If you sign up with an LTE-based phone, you will not have priority data. So all you need to do on US Mobile to get premium data is to sign up with a 5G phone on Verizon, and you'll get it. No matter what, even if you have only LTE coverage. So there you go.
Also, Colbert Massey kind of touched on something I want to mention when it comes to eSIM, and that's if eSIM is important to you, it's actually the reason why I switched over to Apple with the iPhone 13 Pro Max. iOS is just doing a way better job right now at the moment when it comes to having support for eSIM from the carriers and also managing dual SIM and dual standby. Because right now, carriers are really funny when it comes to supporting eSIM on Android.
Yep. All right, we got two more important points. EM Tech clarifies the US model unlocked only supports dual with eSIM. So that's really important to know. So there is a dual physical SIM lurking about, but if you order the phone unlocked from Samsung, it's going to be eSIM, which has been with the other Samsung phones. And Grizzlegore is chiming in that Samsung forum members have been complaining that it isn't active yet, which sounds usual. I mean, we were complaining about the Galaxy S20.
S20 never getting it. S21 taking
like over a year, and now we're on the S22, and
which actually got it on day one, believe it or not. I know that's insane, but
they figured it out. Great. And we have an update from John Paul. I visit the USA from New Zealand once or twice every 2 to 6 years and love spending time in the USA. That's great.
2 to 6 years is a very broad amount of years to
once or it sounds like it's infrequent based on how I'm reading this. Go once or twice every 2 to 6 years. So
in that circumstance, I would not recommend buying a new phone just for US use.
Yeah, I'm with Dennis on this. Not worth it. Enjoy the phone you have, get great value out of it. I would only consider buying a new phone in the US, again, if you're already naturally ready for an upgrade.
Yeah. Honestly, here's a better idea. Just get an iPhone. It works in every country. Boom.
It's like, it's true though. It's such a great phone for that. Samsung is pretty good too. iPhone is just like top.
But the problem with Samsung is they make two different models, so the Exynos model doesn't play nice in the US. Stetson. If you get a Qualcomm Samsung and then bring it outside, it's fine, but not the inverse. Also worth mentioning, by the way, who would have thought the Android guy would be praising Apple when I really hate what Apple does on a myriad of other things, especially when it comes to MacBook repairability and so many other things. But no, iPhone's the travel phone. It's really good. But Fizz and King touched on something that really hurts my soul. He got the full 3 and no eSIM support on a $2,000 phone, Stetson. Can you believe it?
Well, first of all, you can get a Fold 3, Z Fold 3, unlocked from our good friends over at Swappa. Mint condition, black, $1,030. If you drop down to fair, $889. So yeah, I feel kind of bad. I feel like $2,000 is a lot. To your point though, $2,000 on a device that doesn't support eSIM, nuts. That is just bananas. Get out of here, Samsung. Flip a table.
Yeah.
Wow. Construction button. This is a follow-up on US Mobile. Yeah, so clarification. If you buy a 5G phone, this can be from the manufacturer, Apple, Samsung, Google. Buy a 5G phone, you sign up for unlimited. It is actually, I think it should be all of them. Anyway, sign up for the unlimited 5G phone, you get premium data. It's just that easy. It's just that simple. I will try signing up on an LTE phone myself pretty soon here to see if and make sure if that's deprioritized. But yeah, you just need a 5G phone on Verizon on US Mobile.
I might have something extra special that you weren't even expecting tonight, Stetson.
Whoa, Dennis, always bring in the surprises. I love it.
Oh yeah. Why don't you answer another question while I get that extra special surprise?
All right, you got it. Let's see. We've been hitting them all as they've been coming in, so thank you guys.
We've been doing really good. Why don't you get the give me 2 seconds here, man. I'm not actually looking at the right screen right now. Hold up 1 sec.
Wow, yeah. So thank you to all. I'll do another sponsor read. Let me just pull up this script here. This episode is sponsored by, let me check this, the like button. So if you're watching right now, you're enjoying the show, please give the like button an old tap. We really would appreciate it. Makes our day. And it really helps. It really does help support the show. And just so it's a little thumbs up, you know. If you're enjoying it, send it to a friend. Maybe you're wondering about something. Oh my goodness. Lucky, thank you so much for your generosity and your support. Back at it again. I was tempted to do $50 again, but it's not. Oh my God. Please, you're being way too generous as it is. We greatly, graciously appreciate it. The best hotspot plan, because I do care about hotspot data a lot. Lucky, this is a fantastic question. And my follow-up to you is, do you mean a cell phone plan with hotspot data, or do you mean a dedicated hotspot device plan? Now, if we're doing dedicated hotspot device plan, I would say probably T-Mobile prepaid. They've got a $55 hotspot plan that's 100 gigs, and AT&T is something similar, and those are going to be your two best options right now.
All right, guys, are you ready for the special surprise? Before I get it in here, man, I need to see some like buttons being smashed right now. I need the like button to be broken real quick because this is about to be a nuclear bomb coming in right now, okay?
Yeah.
Let me see at least that like button go up at least up to 75. Come on, guys. Can I get 4 likes and I'll drop the bomb? Come on.
Wait. I don't know if I've liked it. Dennis, I'll go to the video and I'll like it.
There we go. We're at 74. Come on, one more like and I'll drop the bomb. Oh, we got an unlike. Someone unliked it. Oh, there we go. It's there. All right. So the bomb tonight is I got the myth, the legend, Sneed Mobile Tech coming into the show. Can we get some applause?
Oh,
Stetson?
yeah.
There we go. Sup,
Thank you,
Sneed?
thank you.
This was impromptu.
There's only one problem. I don't know if me coming on the show gets you more likes or more dislikes. I have no clue.
Listen, I know one thing. You coming on the show always brings a smile to my face because I enjoy talking to you and having witty conversations.
Thank you.
Also, Carlos dropped a little bombshell in my text messages. Did you guys know that Verizon's selling PS5s?
Yeah, they've been doing that for a while. Yeah,
I missed out. Maybe I could have scored a PS5 that way.
Yep. There was a time where nobody had any, and Verizon may have had some, and you had no idea.
Yep. And I've been trying to get a PS5 just so I could play Demon Souls Remastered for PS5. That's the only reason I wanted is for that singular game.
Yeah.
Also, Lucky. Dude, he's being a giga chat tonight, dude. He's been just dropping dono after dono after dono,
Thanks,
dropping
Big
bombs.
Luck. Thank you, man.
Thank
That's
you,
nice of
Lucky. But, so, Sneed, we have a poll going on. I know you were joking in the comments, but I sincerely want to know, as it stands today, who do you actually think the best carrier is right now?
It just depends how you look at it, man. Apparently, there's the thought process that whoever has, I guess, the most abundant, robust 5G network equates to the better network. If you're going by that metric, then you go with T-Mobile. You say, well, they got the biggest, most vast 5G coverage map. So if you define it as the most 5G, the cutting edge tech, then you're saying them, right? If you have a different metric, it's a combination of different things. Like me and you talk about reliability all the time. You know, one could argue that you could take 1,000 speed tests and 999 of them could be 500 megabits per second. And then one test fails and disconnects, right? That's not necessarily better than the 1,000 speed tests that get 10 megabits each, you know, because it didn't fail at any point, you know? So what's your measuring stick?
Fair.
You know?
See, you're always so granular with your explanations, like 50 Shades of Grey. I need an idealistic, spicy Sneed where it's just black and white.
Man,
There's a defined.
I've been testing these networks forever. I look at the root scores all the time. Speed's one piece of it. You know, capacity is one piece. And I mean, I could tell you, like, for the markets that we see, like major markets, major PAs, you can pretty much choose your carrier based on value, which is kind of nice. When you start leaving, when you start leaving the beaten path, things get a little touchy. You know, some people tell me AT&T is great, FirstNet has changed everything, and I agree. You know, it really is a game changer for AT&T. But man, I don't have problems with Verizon. Like, hardly ever. I mean, they have their occasional outage or some little snafu. It's short-lived. A lot of their tower sites have backup power. You know, they have tons of capacity. Bro, I'm spoiled rotten. Look at this. I got C-band come up like weeds. I got millimeter wave littered everywhere. I got small cells everywhere. I got a macro every mile. They spoiled us rotten here. You know, and AT&T they're pretty good too. They're pretty fast. And then I'd say T-Mobile's got N41 on about 40% of the sites. It's pretty fast network. It's kind of nice over here, man. You know, but if you're going out to like what Olive Branch, Mississippi, I mean, you got to go with who's got coverage there, and Verizon's LT network is legendary for just being everywhere, you know.
So real quick, I got 3 comments that got to be addressed. First off, Jason D, thank you for yet another super chat. He says, cable debate time with you, Mr. Sneed. He's joking, of course. We'll save that for your channel. How's that? And then Alex coming in with a super chat of his own. Thank you for the support, my friend. He asks us, do you guys know if 5G carrier aggregation will be available via Google GI on Pixel 6 Pro?
That is yes. The answer to that is yes. It will be able to aggregate 5G carriers. It's got standalone capability. It's hardware enabled. It's firmware enabled. It's ready to go whenever the carriers decide they want to launch.
He meant Google Fi.
Yeah, it'll be done through T-Mobile in that instance.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. That's what I'm seeing.
And lastly, I thought this was a pretty good question. It came in from Category 5 Bernardo. He asked, are there any downsides to running dual SIM on iPhones? He He finds that his frequently disconnects from both carriers, and say that both SIMs are missing eSIM and physical for a few seconds until they recover.
Reconnect.
Reconnect. Sorry.
I don't think there are downsides from my current understanding. I've been rocking my phone in dual SIM mode pretty much since the day I've got it. The only carrier I noticed disconnection issues with was actually Visible. I'm not sure if that's a Visible thing. Everything else has been rock solid for me. Maybe trying a factory restore or something like that could help your situation.
Actually, a network reset would probably, you don't have to nuke it. You could probably just do a network,
that's actually
reset.
not that bad. You just go to settings, general, and there's a transfer or reset iPhone. There's a reset button, and that's where you're going to have the reset network settings. Here, let me...
Now, just a heads up, if you reset network settings, you will lose all your Wi-Fi passwords, so that's just a disclaimer.
Not the end of the world, but something to consider.
But I'll just say, me personally, I actually had that issue back with the 12 Pro Max. I haven't really had it so much with the 13 Pro Max, though. It might happen on occasion, but not often. Oh, my goodness. Wow, we were just getting bombarded with some more super chats. Lucky, you really are making me feel lucky tonight. Thank you for yet another donation. He says, no problem to us. He generally loves to donate and support content creators, especially since you all help so many people save money by promoting Cricket.
We're promoting it right now. Guys, check out Cricket. If you're on AT&T,
he's joking, but I know for a fact that Stetson actually loves the Cricket Unlimited plan.
I do. It's so good. The family discount Cricket has, too, is, like, unreal. I want to migrate AT&T's customers from AT&T to Cricket. That's my secret goal now.
Also, this is a great question, and it's another super chat from Alex. He asks us, do you know when Google Fi will offer a 5G iPhone? 5G on iPhone.
I want to see. I think they do. I wish I had. So I have my Google Fi SIM in my Pixel right now, which is just over yonder in the other room. I can test that and tweet it out almost immediately after this live stream ends. If you want to, or you can email me, Stetson@bestphoneplans.net. But I will find an answer for you and get it out there. Cool.
Also, check the private chat, Sneed. Here's a good question for you, Stetson. You beat me to the punch. He asks, Brent asks, which is better, Verizon prepaid or Verizon MVNO?
Oh my God. It's all right. This is not even a question. It's US Mobile all day, every day. You can match up pricing on US Mobile's plans versus Verizon prepaid. US Mobile gives you a better experience and a better value for every single tier. And you're getting 5G ultra wideband coverage, and you get perks and a great family discount. Do not get Verizon prepaid. That was actually in my 11 things you need to know about Verizon video. I cover exactly this and why US Mobile is a better option than Verizon prepaid. So
that's an important thing to discuss. If you're looking at Verizon network, but you're not doing postpaid, and you're thinking about going in prepaid or MVNO, there is nothing good about Verizon prepaid proper. The pricing is bad. It's not competitive. Your access isn't great either. And I don't know, man. They're just not competitive. If you're looking for something more competitive, you're better off going to TracFone. And US Mobile and these options, because they kind of like fight for your business, meaning they'll give you more. So Stetson's right, dude. 100%.
Yeah, here's a quick. So this is the Verizon 11 things you need to know about Verizon before you sign up. Here's just a quick side-by-side, right? To get the same 5 gigs of data, Verizon prepaid is going to cost you $35 per month. US Mobile, $15 a month. Even if you add taxes and fees to US Mobile, so it comes out to, let's say, $20 rounding up, still way cheaper. Like, you're saving hundreds of dollars a year. And if you want cheap unlimited, Visible, $25 a month is going to be your lowest cost unlimited data plan on the Verizon network. And it even includes Hotspot, whereas Hotspot is an add-on for Verizon prepaid. So, yeah.
So we got another super chat, by the way, that needs to be addressed. And while I'm addressing it, Stetson, if you could take a peek at the private chat as well.
Yeah.
Jason D, thank you for another donor tonight. He's asking us what our opinions are of consumer cellular. Sneed, I'm going to hit you with that one first. I'd love to hear your thoughts on them.
Bro, if I remember correctly, consumer cellular targets a mature demographic. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're known for their targeting the elderly, basically. Yes.
I haven't looked at their plans in a long time. They're not necessarily focused on being competitive in pricing or, value in high usage situations. They're not really. I mean, maybe they're good for some, but I just
Yeah.
I don't pay much attention to them because, like, take for example, look at that $55 per month plan at the bottom, that 35 gigs of usage. I mean, for $55 a month, pretty much every other prepaid or MVNO option will get you unlimited, right? Not 35. You know what I'm saying? So like, Metro's killing that. Boost will give you that. Uh,
T-Mobile
there's just
prepaid. Heck.
yeah. I just feel like there's more out there. There's better offers at that price point.
Yeah. So my answer here is consumer cellular is resting on their laurels of having good customer service. And I think to their credit, I'm pretty sure it is US based customer service targeting that older demographic. But the problem is, like, they're signing up and these are not good value plans. And you shouldn't need to contact customer service, especially with a set it and forget it kind of situation. So yeah, they're not a good value. They're not competitive. You can find more data for lower prices from a wide selection of other carriers: US Mobile, Visible, Metro by T-Mobile, T-Mobile prepaid, tons. The list goes on. AT&T. I mean, we've even seen Boost Mobile come out with some pretty great annual plans on the AT&T network. It's not competitive. I do not recommend it, and I would encourage you to consider other options. I mean, if you're going prepaid to save money and get good customer service, like, you might as well save extra money and still get good customer service from someone else.
So, guys, real quick, earlier on in the show, I had a poll asking everybody which carrier is the best. I have closed the poll, and here are the results. We have Verizon.
Dish.
We have Verizon coming in at 42% of voters believing that Verizon is the best. AT&T comes in as pretty far away second place with 29%. T-Mobile's coming in with third place at 20%, and then Dish/Boost Mobile/ any of their MVNOs coming in at 7%.
Wow.
That is the results.
Oh, wait, are they live on the stream?
Usually it pops up in the live chat. It'll show that the poll was closed.
Let's
But
see.
oh my goodness, we have another super chat last second here. So Scott has diabetes says, I own a small shade ice business at Wow Snow.
Wow Snow. That's awesome. I love that name.
That uses hotspot data for credit card sales. We currently use Visible. Do you think that's the best option since unlimited hotspot at 5 megabits per second? Thanks. Honestly, it's definitely an affordable option. And didn't they bump it up to 10 meg based off your findings, Stetson?
Yeah, but I don't think that's the trouble with this use case. I think the trouble he's going to find is with the latency and possibly jitter. Like, he doesn't need incredible speeds. He needs a dependable, stable connection, which we know that the latency, the servers, that Visible routes through, that could be kind of touchy. I don't know, man. I think you could do a little bit better. I understand you have a small business, but, maybe getting a dedicated hotspot too, like a dedicated modem instead of a phone, that could help too.
Yeah, that's interesting. I would say, look, you could consider doing US Mobile and adding hotspot to one of the plans. I think it's like $5 extra. I'm not sure how much data is required for credit card sale transactions. On the flip side, if you're currently using Visible and you feel like it's working, I don't think you can really beat it. Like, $25 a month for something that works for unlimited hotspot, that's outstanding.
So we got yet another super dono, and then we'll start wrapping things up here. Valley Dude 5000 coming with a $10 dono. He says, "You guys help me save money. Had Verizon, you opened my mind to AT&T. Now he has AT&T is paying $37.50 for 3 lines, and on 2 lines getting an additional $10 off on 2 lines each for bringing my own iPhones."
Thank you so much, Valley Dude, for your support. That warms my heart to hear. I love helping people save money and finding plans that meet their needs. It sounds like we were able to help you out there. Super happy to hear you're getting a great value from AT&T. and honestly a great deal on service.
So as we wind down the show,
we got to wrap up. I heard there was someone else starting a pretty epic live stream pretty soon here.
There is. I just want to quickly, though, thank everyone that was incredibly generous tonight. A special shout out to all the people that donated, which would be Lucky, Darian Paddle, Franco Barrera, Giovanni, Santiago with the nuke, Mark, Carlos, Jason, Santiago, Kyle, Construction Bud, Jason D, Alex Scott, and Valley Dude, and many more. Thank you, everybody that had donated in Super Chat and participated tonight.
Very nice. Very
Thank
nice.
you so
Thank
much.
You
and I guess to round out our John Paul story, you have an iPhone 12 Pro now that actually should maybe work on Verizon. I would keep it. I wouldn't buy an iPhone in the US just yet. Maybe wait for the 14 or see what comes.
One more last little super chat snuck in. He said, "Good." Lucky says, "Good night, everyone." Dennis, you should be a sponsor for Boost Mobile. Ooh, that's the
spiciest take of the night.
Interesting take. Well, don't worry, you guys will. Oh my goodness, another super. You guys really don't want to send it tonight, man. Sneed, I'm sorry. Left on for you see Red Pocket has 3750 plan with 100 gigabytes now.
Yes. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Red Pocket, 100 gigabyte annual, $38 rounding up. Yes, we got it on the website. Thank you, Left On, for you. All right, we actually got to go.
Yeah,
Sneed's doing a live stream.
Stetson, you want to swing on too for a moment?
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, we're going to Sneed's channel. Check us out.
Yeah, we're
all
going to Sneed's
channel. I'll put a link in the video description as soon as I get one. I'll tweet it out. I'll do all the things. As Dennis mentioned, thank you all for your extreme generosity. We really appreciate it. We have fun doing these things. Thank you to Sneed for hopping on the show. Thank you for clicking the like button.
And make sure you're subscribing, hitting the bell notification, because you might see something extra spicy uploaded tomorrow if you do. But you're only going to see it if you hit the bell notification. Seriously, this is a collision of worlds that's about to go down in Pittsburgh. Oh my God, we got another super sticker.
Thank you, Construction Bun. All right, we got to end it.
Bye.
End it before
Bye, guys. See you on Sneed's channel.